Well, we're here today in a high school gym, and the reason why we're here is because we're going to talk about the #1 issue that kids have to deal with today in schools, and that issue is teasing. And in the gym classes, this is one of the places where kids are a little bit less monitored. Teasing happens a little bit more often, particularly in those locker rooms. So I've got some 9th grade girls here who graciously agreed to talk to me about this. And so I want to ask you guys, I'm sure every one of you has been teased at least sometime in your life.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, what kinds of things do you get teased about in terms of your physical appearance?
Weight.
Weight. Okay, weight.
My big
Height.
feet.
Okay, your feet? There's something wrong with your feet?
Yeah, they're
Are
not
they rather
exactly
large?
balanced with my height.
Okay. So weight can be overweight, and in your case, I guess it was underweight.
Definitely,
right?
yes. I'm very skinny, and people will always come up to me and be like, "You're too skinny, are you anorexic? You don't eat enough." And it makes me feel like something's wrong with me. So I start to look at myself in a different light, and it just makes me feel really insecure.
Okay, so that's one of the ones that people don't typically think about. Usually the overweight, we know people tease mercilessly with people that are overweight.
Why are you eating that? Why are you eating that? You shouldn't be eating that. They're like, oh, you're losing weight. I'm like, well, was I ever fat to you?
Well, you know, it's really interesting. 40 years from now, sometimes I've seen people in therapy and they can tell you exactly what they were called in junior high.
It's because
or
it
high
leaves
school.
a mark on you forever. Even if you didn't notice it about your body beforehand, as soon as someone says it, you're like, oh my gosh, I am overweight, even if you'd never noticed it before.
All right, I'm going to give you guys 4 strategies, and you tell me whether you've ever used these or if you think they would work, okay? First strategy, if somebody's really coming at you, does it work to ignore?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well,
It's
Kind
a hard
of.
concept
it can work.
to grasp.
It works on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the person teasing you will usually back off. But inside, you're still thinking about the comment they made, even though you're not physically making any, like, oh, you really hurt my feelings. You're just like, whatever. But inside,
You're still self-conscious about whatever they pointed out to you.
You ask your friends,
Yeah.
like, am I fat? No, you're not fat. I don't believe you. I think I am.
Okay, what about this strategy if somebody says something mean to you and you just go, so?
Oh, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work? I thought that was a good one. That doesn't work?
it depends on the person also. But if you say, so what, then obviously the person teasing you is going to be like, oh, no, you really care. Don't you really care? And they'll keep pushing it and keep pushing it because so is just such a... It's a word that has no impact whatsoever.
All right, so we're not going to go with that one. We're going to leave the so one away. How about the idea, this is one that experts recommend. Let me tell you, let me see what you think about this. How about the idea of turning it into a compliment and go, thanks?
Oh, my
Hey,
mom told me to
appreciate
do
it.
that.
Oh, did she? Have you tried it? What did it work?
I guess it's kind of like you put on a fake smile, like, okay, thank you, but then deep inside you're like, why did that person say that to me? So I guess it can kind of work if you're trying to play it off, like it didn't hurt you.
Unless it's something you've seen about yourself beforehand and you're okay with it. Like, okay, I'm short. Oh, well, I'll grow. And so then when someone teases you about it, you're like, I've already accepted the fact. You can't really do anything else.
Okay, how about the last one? How about this one? If you say to the person, you look them in the eye, and you say to them, I want you to stop. Have any of you tried that?
I think I'd get beat up or something.
You think you'd get beat up?
Yeah, it's always a fear of that. They're just gonna be like, yeah, right.
Okay, well, the important thing is you've got to think about a strategy ahead of time for teasing, and then you've got to practice it, and it's really a good idea just to even role play it with somebody to practice. So one of the things I want us to do is practice the one that experts recommend called the swarm. So can we practice that a moment?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi, Hannah.
Oh, hi, Sarah. You know, you really should wear some makeup. You look absolutely horrible without it.
Oh, well, I thought I looked nice without makeup.
Face it, you'll never be pretty like me.
Hannah, can you, like, cool it with the negativity?
Okay, this is one technique called the swarm. Do practice this at home. It's really important, parents, to give your kids something that they can do when teasing occurs. Remember, words are powerful and teasing hurts.